Hello everyone, Jul here. It's been a while since we talked about new turn-based games, so I decided to showcase some of them along with some potential upcoming games as well. Knowing that it is a mix between new and upcoming games, I don't think I can give a proper ranking system to this list, so that is why I recommend you to watch this video more like a journey through various new turn-based game references than focusing on the details. Before we dive into the list, I want to share my little secret on how to save your money when it comes to purchasing games, and that is instant gaming. Instant gaming is easily my favorite place to be when I want to buy some games. It has various games for your favorite platforms, whether it's PC, PS5, Xbox, and even Nintendo Switch, and I have lots of amazing deals for you as well. I wish I know this place sooner, cause after looking at these prices, surely you will too. So what are you waiting for? All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games and enter the activation code to your chosen platform. Not only you will save tons of money, but you will also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Forgotten Minds is a fantasy roguelike RPG where tactical combat shines even in small-scale battles. In this game, you lead a group of dwarves on a mission to reclaim the long-lost mines of Dwarfgard, which have been overrun by goblins, orcs, skeletons, and demons. The combat takes place on an octagonal grid, with each battle begin in a designated deployment zone. Your characters will use action points to move and attack, and they will gain more points as they level up. Space Prison is a unique blend of adventure RPG and turn-based tactical combat set in a dystopian space penitentiary. In this game, players take on the role of a criminal, navigating the harsh life inside this sprawling prison filled with gang rivalries and brutal battles. The combat system, though seemingly simple at first, reveals considerable depth. Battles take place on tight confined grids that reflect the prison's restricted spaces. And with limited movement options, advantageous position is crucial, as well as managing action points for efficiencies. The Dark Cave is a gritty pixel art turn-based roguelike where every move you make is crucial. Set in a dangerous dungeon crawling with relentless enemies, it challenges you to strategically battle enemies while managing your hero's skills, potions, and relics. You get to choose between three unique characters: the powerful knight, the agile fairy, and the spectral undead phantom, each offering their own set of perks and abilities. The twist is your moves are limited, and once you run out, every extra step drains your health, which means every decision you make could mean the difference between survival and defeat. Demon Loop is a vibrant digital board game that blends deck building with turn-based combat, all wrapped in colorful cartoonish visuals that keep the atmosphere lighthearted. In this game, you will use cards for movement, gaining influence, fighting enemies, or repairing buildings. In battle, each turn reshuffles your deck, which forces you to plan your moves carefully. To make it more spicy, the game also features a color board mechanics that could limit your character actions, which added more tactical value to the gameplay. Dice and Fold is a roguelike deck builder RPG where you take on the role of various characters and battle through dungeons teeming with bosses and enemies. The core mechanic of this game is folding enemies, which involve matching dice rolls to specific slots on the enemies. Each enemy has dice slots that either need an exact number or the total achieved by combining multiple dice. Additionally, the dice you roll each turn can be used for other purposes, such as unlocking special abilities for your characters or saving them for future turns. Preserve is a puzzle game that merges the strategic depth of tile placement mechanics with the goal of creating vibrant biomes. In this game, you manage a plot of land divided into hexagonal tiles, cultivating it to grow different types of vegetation. This is done by placing lakes, streams, or using cards to rain on the land. And as your vegetation flourishes, you can build diverse ecosystems like forests or deserts by strategically placing tiles like trees, mountains, or flowers that will help advancing your biomes. SOF Enemy from the Future is a turn-based game that is set to take players on an intense journey through a world besieged by aliens from a parallel universe. The game offers a dual-layered gameplay experience. On one level, you manage your base strategically, while on the other, you engage in tactical turn-based combat missions. Moreover, the combat system features a Jack Alliance-like precision targeting mode, allowing you to target specific body parts for maximum impact. Tales and Tactics is a roguelike strategy game that combines squad-based auto-battling with a rich single-player experience. The game is structured across 3 acts, where you'll confront rival characters and powerful bosses. Success in the game depends on assembling a diverse squad from a range of fighters such as Vey, dragons, treefolk, skeletons, ghouls, and orcs. Additionally, you will also need to combine roles like tanks, healers, mages, and engineers to form a team that exploits synergies that turns the tide of battles in your favor.
Good job on a rousing victory.
Sumerian Six is a game with a unique blend of historical fiction, supernatural elements, and tactical gameplay. Set in the aftermath of World War I, the game follows a group of scientists who discover a powerful energy source called Geiststoff. And when one scientist betrays the group by selling the research to the enemy as a weapon, the remaining members of the team resolve to stop him. The game elevates the stakes by pitting the protagonist against former allies and even neighbors turned enemies, which adds a layer of emotional complexity to the conflicts. USC Counterforce is a retro-inspired turn-based tactical game set in a sci-fi universe where you lead a strike team to investigate and neutralize a mysterious alien threat. The game involves managing bases, addressing faction requests, and protecting crucial relay stations for communication with Earth. One of its standout features is the highly customizable team attributes and skills, allowing you to mix and match abilities without being restricted by traditional classes. You will also have access to a diverse range of weapons and gadgets, including melee and range options, various ammo types, and even deployable gadgets. Before we go further, there are some additional games that I think should also be on your radar. First, we have Kriegsfront Tactics. It is a turn-based mecha tactics RPG set in alternate 1970s during an era of conflict in Southeast Asia. The game kinda reminds me of Front Mission and Battletech in a way, although with a different theme and atmosphere. Actually, they already released the prologue version of this game, so if you want to try and see how the game feels, feel free to check it out.
They turned it into a promise.
Next, we have Sakura and the Airyvixen. This game is already released. Actually, it is an anime-inspired roguelike combined with turn-based combat and strategy elements. The game has so many cute girls and chibi art style, which can be a problem for some people who are allergic to this kind of thing, but if I'm gonna be honest, the depth of this game is pretty good. Necroking is a turn-based tactical roguelike game where you play as a necromancer commanding skeletons and other monsters. The gameplay focuses on positioning your units across 4 different spaces, each with unique behaviors depending on their type. And as the necromancer, your goal is to conquer villages, towns, and castles to expand your power and recruit more formidable units. And although the story isn't that great or anything, the addictive gameplay experience is enough to keep you hooked for hours. Swords of Convallaria is a tactical RPG and mercenary company manager featuring a distinctive neopixel art style. The combat system in this game utilizes a triangle mechanic familiar to fans of games like Fire Emblem, where unit types counter each other. Defenders counter Seekers, Seekers counter Breakers, and Breakers counter Defenders. The game also incorporates terrain elements into battles, enabling tactics like knocking opponents off the map or using explosive barrels. Shogun Showdown is a turn-based roguelite with deck-building elements that focuses heavily on combat, leaving minimal room for dialogue or overarching narrative. The game features a branching map where you collect or upgrade tiles with the goal of reaching the Shogun at the end. Moreover, every move you make allows the enemy to act in response, adding a strategic layer to managing your actions like moving, turning, waiting, and using tiles. If you want a fresh and light tactical games experience, Shogun Showdown is definitely a must-try. SteamWorld Heist 2 is a game that builds on the charm of its predecessor by refining turn-based combat and offering a flexible class system. The game features meticulously crafted maps that encourage teamwork and strategic planning, and beyond the tactical battles, it also introduces engaging real-time nautical exploration segments. And while it does have some issues like occasional grinding and a skill system that can waste XP if not managed carefully, it compensates with a wealth of loot, quirky robot characters, and fantastic original folksy music. Before we look at the number 1, let's hit a quick break with some bonus games again. First, we have Mecha Simultactics. Mecha Simultactics is a turn-based competitive tactical game on an isometric grid battlefield. I know we have so little options regarding PvP tactical RPGs, and that is why this game is so valuable, especially since they actually manage on showing a promising gameplay design. As of now, they already released the alpha version for doing some testing and gathering feedbacks. So if you're curious on how this game will turn out, well, I suggest you to try it out. Looks like we will never run out of tactical XCOM-like games in the future, but I won't complaining since this game looks sick. You play as the CEO private military company, which means you can recruit mercenaries, purchase weapons, and develop your squads to match your playstyles. Just like the other bonus games, they also release a prologue version for you to test it out, and since it's free, I would say you better check it out. I almost thought the emerging heroes-like strategy games are gonna end in Songs of Conquest, and I'm glad that I was wrong. Penance and Battle is another fresh addition to the genre. The game's still on early access, so of course there's gonna be more content and new features added in the future, but even on its current state, it's already pretty enjoyable. I hope they can match the same level that Songs of Conquest had in the future, or maybe even more. Tactical Bridge Wizards is a game that offers a refreshing mix of magic and tactical combat. In this game, you lead a squad of spellcasting mercenaries through turn-based skirmishes, where your team's abilities and the environment are crucial. Missions begin with a bridge phase, where you deploy your team and plan your initial moves. A strong start can set the tone for success, but if you mess up, don't worry. The game's rewind feature allows you to correct mistakes. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other great new turn-based games that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best new turn-based games that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!